Amy, what's the latest?
It was around 9 o'clock this morning that a body believed to be that of Arnis Zalkens, the prime suspect in the murder of Alice Gross, was moved out of the dense woodland where it was discovered. It was then driven away from the scene by ambulance around an hour ago. Well, police found the body yesterday afternoon here at Boston Manor Park, which is around a mile from where Alice's body was discovered on Tuesday. There are reports the dead man was found hanged, and police worked through the night to recover the badly decomposed body.
Amy Welch was in court at Preston. Amy, so what did they have to say?
William Welch arrived at Preston Crown Court this morning with his family at his side. The prosecution barrister Anne White QC opened her closing speeches by telling the jury someone is lying.
What have the police said about this arrest?
Well, we understand that Nigel Evans was arrested sometime this morning at his constituency home in Pendleton. That's a Lancashire village around 18 miles from Preston Police Station, where we are now, and where he's still being questioned.
What more have you been able to find out about the operating company?
Well, Alistair, this is a company which has been here for many years here in Liverpool. They've been here for around 10 years and act as a major tourist attraction for the city. As you heard in Harry's report, they're even attracting a visit from Her Majesty the Queen last year, but they haven't been without their problems. It was only in March this year that the vessel last sank. No one was on board then, but it was taken out of action, and it was only around 3 weeks ago that it was allowed back in the water.
Alex's scan picture here.
That's where his feet and his hands.
You don't think he was just a newborn, would you?
No.
Treasured keepsakes are all Lisa and Simon have left to remember their baby boy.
It's mad how you can still smell him on this cover, isn't it?
Alex's birth was delayed by 25 minutes by midwives who refused to get a doctor.
I just wasn't being listened to, and the pain was just overbearing, and that's when I started to ask for a doctor, but the doctor never actually came.
Lisa says it was obvious the midwives and doctors were at loggerheads, and patients were the ones who suffered as a result. It soon became apparent that far more families had been affected by failings at Furness General Hospital than first thought. But instead of learning from its mistakes, the Trust covered them up and carried on. The people of this town started to lose faith in their maternity services, but no one wanted to listen, and they were left with only each other to turn to. When the Bradys met James Titcombe, they realised they weren't alone in their fight for the full truth. I'm in Ibiza, where the father of former Wigan Warriors player Luke Roden is searching for answers over how his son died after being restrained by police. It's 2 weeks since Norman Roden's son died while on holiday in Ibiza, and he's returned to the island to find out for himself what really happened. This footage shows Luke being restrained by police after a night out. How much force they used is unclear.
That's where his last moments were.
Norman Roden returns to the spot where his son lost his life.
And I'm looking around how enclosed the area is. I'm surprised there isn't more witnesses.
But then comes what Norman hopes is a breakthrough. He finds the doctor who treated Luke at the scene. He says he told the police officers restraining him to stop. Were they hitting him with a baton?
Yes.
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 With a lot of force?
Yes. The police was catching him through the neck. So I called to them and I said, you cannot do that because he's not going to breathe well.
Good evening and welcome to the news and sport from ITV Granada. A woman with a rare illness which causes her face and body to swell up says a life-changing operation is her only hope. Christy Newport from Preston needs to raise £12,000 to pay for stem cell treatment in America. Natasha Carter reports.
They spoke exclusively to our Lancashire reporter, Amy Welch.
We'd seen people on the res, but didn't seem anyone was in distress. And then the air ambulance came and landed in one of the gardens further down, and then we realised someone was in trouble who was in this group. No idea who.
When Melanie Goodship spotted a teenager struggling in the water at Fulridge Reservoir, she had no idea it was her son.
Amy, a big turnout expected for James's funeral tomorrow.
That's right, Lucy. James's funeral will take place tomorrow at St Bartholomew's Church, which is around 2 miles from here. James's family are expecting a huge turnout and have made a special request for everybody to wear pink socks. Now that's because James was known as a joker and was also known for stealing his sister's pink socks. We're also expecting a large number of Liverpool shirts at the funeral tomorrow. James was a huge Liverpool fan, and his dad actually told me today that he's received a letter of condolence from Liverpool Football Club. Well, James was clearly hugely popular. He touched the hearts of everybody he met, and tomorrow will be a chance for this whole community to celebrate his life.